Hello, everyone. How does one that spent time on welfare as a child grow up to be financially successful enough to be able to splurge on a phone game like Empires and Puzzles and own this beautiful home in the Caribbean? Was it the lottery, an inheritance, an insanely high paying job? No, it was not any of these. It was as simple as learning to become financially fluent and sound through basic principles that anyone can apply. Just like I enjoy sharing knowledge that I have learned while playing Empires and Puzzles, I also enjoy sharing knowledge on becoming financially strong through multiple income streams and smart investments. In addition to my books about Empires and Puzzles, one can also find my book, Build $1 Million Net Worth While Achieving Perfect Credit, on Amazon. In this book, I detail all the secrets of my financial success. These strategies help me get ahead. Maybe they can help you too. Look for the link in the description below. Welcome to another Empires and Puzzles Books test drive video. I'm going to be test driving Crystalis that I just got from last weekend's villains event. She was actually the last villain that I needed. I have all of them now, which is kind of cool. When this event first came out, I was fortunate to get everybody but her, and I stopped summoning because I didn't see a real interest in having her. So what has changed? The fact that Moral now exists, and I have Moral Max with some emblems. So a blue fast hero that defense downs everybody suddenly makes Crystalis a little more attractive, as she is fast and hits everyone. And she also gives them the corrosive frost. And a blast from the past, Vila. I actually, interestingly, I maxed her after all the nerfing of Taloria and Vila. So I've never really used her because she's not been as compelling. More interesting maybe is I never maxed Taloria either. I have Taloria still at 370. At any rate, I'm kind of curious about this menage a trois here of Moral, Crystalis, and Vila, three fast heroes hitting everybody. So I'm curious to see what kind of damage they can do. I don't think they're going to necessarily be killer, especially with Crystalis is only at 370. Her special is maxed, but obviously the attack stat is not where we want to see it. I do have level 29 or 30 mana troops, so they're going to be ready to go in 7 tiles, as will Cobalt. Ariel, as healer, she also does that mana boost, so she'll speed this team up even faster. So I realize this is probably not how everybody else would necessarily use Crystalis, but I'm just interested in this fast hit all ice team. So we're going to go ahead and do friendly fights here with Crystalis in our alliance, picking on this alliance mate since they have a fire tank. So good choice for a mono attack. Let's jump in and see how this works. And we got some tiles right under. Oh, look at that. All right. So that is 6 tiles. So we have a 3 either way. I'm trying to figure out how to get the 7th tile. And I can make a foursome with the darks, but that's not going to get me down. The dark shield, the dark dragon will not be next to an ice tile. Well, let's do that anyway. Excuse me. Well, we'll at least get our 9 tiles, so that's going to get everybody up. I do not have a debuffer on this team. I took off Frida. Alright, so I'm not one to really fear dodge, since It is a chance to miss. It doesn't mean it will miss. So moral. It looks like he only popped Onyx in the background. Let's see if we can send the water damage. So they're each only hitting one so far. And Crystalis. She got 2 of the 3. So Catalan, if you look, she has water damage 66 per turn, and she got that frost, 45 frost per turn, and she gets negative 21% attack, which decreases each turn, 1 turn left. So that was pretty decent. That was from Crystalis, and obviously Crystalis is doing the worst for the wear because she's only 370. She might die here with the hit from Francine. Nope, it's going the other direction. So we survived. The dodge is now off. Now we can see a true hit. Got the defense down. Got Vila and Crystalis. Alright, so definitely not a killer combo. If I had Cobalt still up to speed, it'd probably be different. Now that was probably not the best move. I could have probably hit. No, it wouldn't have mattered because. So I was thinking I should have hit Cobalt and let the frost and water damage kill Francine, but Francine has this orange shield here. The orange icon is cleansing ailments at the end of each turn, so those ailments got wiped out anyway. And that's going to be game. All right. That was a one shot. Let's go back in and do it again. All right, so we got some blue tiles. I don't want to touch them just yet. I want to see if I can get some more under here. And that's why you don't touch them right away. So we got 9 tiles. Alright, so now this should be interesting because this will be hitting everybody. And again, please keep in mind that we don't have full power on Crystalis yet. And that's going to be interesting to see when she gets that full boost. Now, I don't want to set off Francine because it'll start cleansing those ailments. So if we look, the 66 water damage, 45 frost, and negative 7% attack, further decrease 7% per turn for 3 turns. So 495 health. That's probably not going to be enough to totally kill them. So 45 and 66. You're looking at 111. So like 333. And 760, definitely not killing her. What about Cobalt back here in the corner? He's at 482. So not going to kill anybody on the frost and water. But they are no healer on the team, so this isn't going anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and try to pop Catalan because she's annoying with the dodge. No luck. So like I said, I want to stay away from Francine, so I'm going to go on the left side of the board, see if we get an ice under those other 2 ice, and there it is. Tail 8 and $1 short as far as Catalan doing her thing. Oh, she did get popped from the water. I lose my healer, and they just lost another one. We'll go ahead and set off Francine. I don't think it'll matter too much if she gets rid of the damage, because we're going to go right back. And at this point, we could actually just pop her with tiles. Alright. Can't say I'm unsatisfied. Two attacks, 2 wins. See if we can go 3 for 3. So I probably should talk about her card a little bit more. So she is wizard, so when she gets her skills, there'd be that extra chance of doing extra damage against heroes with buffs. If I use her with any of the other villains, which is probably not likely in most situations, but she'd get that 5 or 15% chance to heal 10 or 30% of the damage dealt when attacking an enemy. So the self-heal is kind of interesting there, but I would not be using her on a team with Karnov. Dark Lord I didn't max. I could see possibly using Toxicondra as the healer on her team, so that actually would add some healing. I've been doing a lot of 4-1 with an off-color healer, so that might work. But anyway, so she does damage to everybody, reduces the duration of the enemy's active buffs by a turn, and then all enemies receive Corrosive Frost for 3 turns. So that frost is the one that's doing the damage and then also reducing their attack. So, interesting card. Just not the strongest hitter out there, but first 2 fights out and she won both. Well, the team won both. I'm not going to complain. Alright, so we got a foursome. This is where that 7 tiles can be very relevant. And there is my... No, that won't work. That'll work. Got our 7 tiles again. Do our damage with everybody. And we will pop him in the corner, which brings our ninja up. Alright folks, I think that's going to be a wrap. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of Crystalis? What do you think of this team? Now keep in mind, Vila has no emblems. Crystalis is only at 370. And Moral, I think he might be at 9 emblems. I think he's waiting for that. The stiffer emblem penalty, that 125 emblem level. We'll take a quick peek at that when this is done. So that's 3 wins against a pretty tough team. And battle. Yeah, only 9 emblems. And actually Ariel only has 7. So really the tile damage is really getting boosted from the 938 attack here on the 20 emblem level Cobalt. So pretty good for a ragtag team. I got to decide, what's your vote? Do I put the telescopes to Crystalis, or do I forget about this team? What's your thoughts?